Hello, good morning. I Manoj Vishwakarma welcome you to my YouTube channel Cyber Class. We have already discussed about wrapper class, its use, its subclasses, and the methods. We have already discussed object class, number class, methods of the number class, and subclasses of the number class. That is the wrapper classes. All numeric wrapper classes we have discussed. That is byte wrapper class, short wrapper class, integer wrapper class, long wrapper class, float wrapper class. Okay. So once again I will remind you what is a wrapper class. Wrapper class is a class that is constructed by taking the primitive data types. From each primitive type there is a wrapper class exists. That is from the byte wrapper class, byte primitive data type, the wrapper class is byte. From the short primitive data type, the wrapper class is short. From the int data type, the wrapper class is integer. Similarly, from the float, the wrapper class is float. From the double, the wrapper class is double. Okay. Today I am going to discuss the remaining portion of the chapter, that is the character wrapper class. So what is character wrapper class? Character wrapper class is constructed by taking the char data type. Okay. The main purpose of the wrapper class is this wrapper class is to convert a character into object, because sometimes it is required a primitive data character in form of an object. And there are so many methods in it. We will discuss one after another, and using the method of this class, some manipulations can be done or some information can gather from the from a character data. Okay, we will discuss now. Read what is the character wrapper class. Character wrapper class is constructed from the char data type. It is used to convert a character into object, and using the method of the wrapper class, some manipulations can be done on character data. This is the main purpose of the wrapper class. Now write a character. So how to convert a character data into object? Actually, the character is a wrapper class. To get the object of a class, we have to use the operator new. Similarly, in this case also you can use the operator new to convert the character data into object. Okay. So character, the wrapper class name, is equal to object name. Sorry, wrapper class character, then name of the object, then equal sign, then new, then the wrapper class name, and you have to pass the character data into it. Now see, character obj is equal to new character obj, name of the object, new character is the wrapper class, and character data what you are going to convert into object. So this character will be converted into object and will store in obj. Example, you see, character cobj is equal to new character x. Now x is a character, this character is converted into object, but that means in cobj x will remain in form of an object. So this is the class name, character cobj is equal to new, and this is the class name, x is the data we are passing into the character constructor, and cobj is form. Okay. So in this way you can convert a character data into object. Now different methods of the character wrapper class we will discuss. There are so many methods in the wrapper class, that is each uppercase, each lowercase, each digit, each letter digit, each letter, two uppercase, two lowercase. So many functions are there. We will discuss one after another. Okay, first one is each letter. Each letter is a function of character wrapper class. It is used to check whether an input character is an alphabet or not. If the input character is an alphabet, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. It returns a boolean value and takes one character as an input. Right now, each letter, it is used to check whether an input character is an uppercase or not. If it is an uppercase alphabet, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. See the syntax in the example. Write down the syntax. Okay. Each letter, it is used to check whether the input character is an alphabet or not. That means it returns true or false. If the input letter is an alphabet, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. For true false is a boolean data, so here we have taken boolean data type. Example is boolean b is equal to character dot is letter a. So a is an alphabet, so it returns true. A is an alphabet, so it returns true. So in b true will be stored. Suppose in this place I will take 5. Okay, in place of a I will take 5, not single quote, only 5. So it is a digit, so this function is letter function will return false. Okay. Then each digit, in the same manner this function is also used to check whether the input character is a digit or not. If the input character is a digit, it returns true, otherwise it returns false. It checks whether an input character is a digit or not. If it is a digit, then it returns true, otherwise returns false. See the syntax example, same manner. It returns a boolean value. So boolean variable is equal to character dot is digit within bracket char. So you have to take a input as a character and returns it takes a character as input and returns a boolean value that is true or false. For example, you see boolean b is equal to character dot is letter a. A is an alphabet, so it is not a digit, that's why it returns false. So in place of a, if I will take 5 within double quote also, then it returns true, because 5 is a character but it is a digit, so it returns a boolean value. It will return the boolean value true. Now it's in uppercase. It is used to check whether the input character is in uppercase or not, whether the input alphabet is in uppercase or not. Okay, so you have to, it takes one input that is an alphabet and it returns a boolean value that is true or false. Okay, it is used to check whether an input character is in uppercase or not, alphabet or not. If it is in uppercase alphabet, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. See the syntax in the example. Boolean variable is equal to character dot is uppercase char. It takes one character is input and it check is uppercase function check whether it is a character or not. If it is a character, if the character is in uppercase, it takes one character as input and it takes check whether it is in uppercase alphabet or not. If it is uppercase alphabet, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Example, you see boolean b is equal to character dot is uppercase a. Now in this case a is lowercase, so this function returns false. Okay, value of b is false. If character dot is uppercase, suppose it is uppercase a, then it would return true. Now in this case it will return false. Okay, now is lowercase. In the same manner, this function also check whether the input character is in lowercase or not. It takes one input that is an alphabet and it check whether that alphabet is in uppercase or not. If it is in lowercase or not. If it is lowercase alphabet, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Right on. It is used to check whether an input character is in lowercase or not, lowercase alphabet or not. If it is in lowercase alphabet, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Okay, see the same manner, write the syntax example. It returns boolean value, so boolean variable is equal to character dot is lowercase I is in lowercase, is lowercase char. Example, boolean b is equal to character dot is lowercase a. If the input alphabet is in lowercase, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Is space char, or sometimes write is white space. Okay, white space is also a character and this function is used to check whether the input character is a space character or not, single space character or not. If it is a single space character, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. It takes one character as input. It takes one character as input and returns a boolean value. Okay, and write down. It is used to check whether an input character is a space character or not. If it is a space character, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Syntax also write down, as it returns boolean value, the data type is boolean. We take variable character dot is space char. It takes one input, char as one input, and returns a boolean value. See the example, boolean b is equal to character dot is space char. This is a space character, so this function returns true. If you take any input other than this space, then it returns false. Okay, if the input character is a space, then it returns true. Space means once typing space bar. Next, each letter or digit. In the same manner, it is a function of character upper class. It is used to check whether the input character is an alphabet or a digit. Either if it is either an alphabet or a digit, then it returns true. Otherwise, any special character, it returns false. For a digit or alphabet, it returns true. Otherwise, it returns false. Okay, write down. It is used to check whether an input character is either an either an alphabet or a digit. If it is an alphabet or a digit, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. For the input character as alphabet or digit, it returns true. For any other character, it returns false. Write down the syntax example. This function also returns a boolean value. It takes one character as input. It checks whether the input character is an alphabet or a digit. If it is alphabet or a digit, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. The example, boolean b is equal to character dot is letter or digit s. You see, write the function correctly. Is lowercase, L uppercase, O uppercase, D uppercase. Okay, this is the user convention of writing an identifier. The rule is except the first word. If the function consists of more than one word, this function consists of more than one word, is, letter or digit, 1, 2, 3, 4 words. So the rule is except the first word, first character of all the words should be in uppercase. So in this way you can distinguish the words. So is, letter or digit function is used to check whether the input character is a digit or letter. If either it is a digit or a letter, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. In this case, dollar sign is taken, it is neither a digit nor a letter, alphabet, that's why it returns value of false, that's why value of b is false. To uppercase, this function is used to convert a character from character into lowercase. Okay, it takes one alphabet as input and returns an alphabet. That means it takes one character as input and returns a character. Suppose you your input is in uppercase, then it returns uppercase only. If the input is lowercase, then also it returns uppercase. So it is used to convert the input alphabet or character into uppercase alphabet. Write down, it is used to convert an input character to uppercase. It takes an alphabet as input and returns a character. Syntax also write down. It returns a character, so data type is char, variable is equal to character dot to uppercase char. It takes one input as a character and returns a character. It takes one input as a character, returns a character. Okay, example, char b is equal to character dot to uppercase a. Now in this case, a is the lowercase, so after the statement is executed, this a will convert to uppercase a and it will store in b. So value of b is uppercase a. Next, similarly to lowercase, this function is used to convert the alphabet into lowercase. If it is lowercase, already it inputs lowercase, then it returns lowercase. If it is in uppercase, then it convert it into uppercase. It convert into lowercase and return it. Okay, so it is used to convert an input character or input alphabet into into lowercase. It is used to convert an input character to lowercase. It takes an alphabet as input and returns a character. So the output result is the character data. See the syntax in the example. It returns a character. It takes one input as a character. Two lowercase is the function. It returns a character. This input character will be means input alphabet will be converted into char data. Example is char b is equal to character dot 2 lowercase a. So it is already in lowercase. So same b lowercase will be stored. If it is a, then the a will convert it into lowercase a and b lowercase a will be stored. But in this case, it is already in lowercase, so it will convert to lowercase and it will store in b. Now we will discuss about the character upper, all the functions of character upper class we have completed. Now we will discuss Boolean wrapper class. Boolean wrapper class is the smallest wrapper class. It contains very minimum methods. The main purpose of the Boolean data is to convert a Boolean wrapper class is the main function of the Boolean wrapper class is to convert a Boolean data into object. Sometimes it is, if you want to input a Boolean value true or false in form of an object, then Boolean wrapper class is required. So it is used to convert a Boolean data into object, and some methods are also there, we will discuss. So the main purpose of this wrapper class is to convert a Boolean data into object. And write down, Boolean wrapper class is a constructed from the Boolean data type. Okay, this is the wrapper class constructed from the Boolean data type. It is used to convert a Boolean value, into object. It is used to convert a Boolean value that is true or false into object. And using the method of this wrapper class, manipulations can be done on Boolean data. There are some methods also, very simple methods. Okay, like toString, equals, the methods are there. So how to convert the Boolean data into object? Like other wrapper classes, as you are converting we are creating the object of a class by using the operator new. In the same manner, in this case also, you can convert a Boolean data into object by using the operator new. Okay. A character can be converted into object by using the operator new. Boolean. An object data type is Boolean. This is the wrapper class. B is uppercase. Object is equal to new Boolean. This is also wrapper class. And Boolean data you have to pass, that is true or false. Example, you see Boolean object is equal to new Boolean x. Sorry, this is wrong. This is not, this is true or false. You have to pass Boolean data here, true or false. You will pass true or false. Okay. Boolean BOBJ is equal to new Boolean true. Sorry. Okay. So Boolean BOBJ is equal to new Boolean true. So true or false you have to pass it, and true will be converted. Now this true will be converted in object and it will store in the variable BOBJ. So this is the main purpose of the upper class, to convert a Boolean data that is true or false into object. Different methods of the Boolean data. First is toString. Sometimes it is required to convert Boolean data into string. So this is the static method as it is present inside the class. So using this method you can convert a Boolean data into string. Write down, it is used to convert a Boolean data into string. It takes a Boolean data as input and returns a string. Okay, Boolean data string, it returns a string. So data type is string, variable Boolean dot toString. As it is a static function, so it must be written with reference to the class Boolean dot toString Boolean. Okay, here Boolean is the primitive data type, here Boolean is the class name, here the string is the data type. Okay, reference data type. Okay. The example is string sc is equal to Boolean dot toString true. Now true will be converted into string and it will be present in form of string object or string s. Okay, equals. This function is used to compare the equality of two objects. It is used to compare the equality of two Boolean object. It is used to compare the equality of two Boolean object. If both the Boolean objects are of same, true or false, it returns a Boolean value true. It is of not much use. It is used to check whether two Boolean objects are equal or not. If both the objects are true, then it returns true. Otherwise, if both the objects are true or false, if either both the objects are true or both the objects are true or both the objects are false. It is used to check whether two Boolean objects are equal or not. If both the objects are true or both the objects are false, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Now see, it is used to check, write down, it is used to check whether two Boolean objects are equal or not. If both the objects are true or both the objects are false, then it returns true, otherwise it returns false. Okay. Then write down syntax. Boolean, it returns a Boolean value, true or false. Boolean variable is equal Boolean dot equals two objects it will take, object 1, object 2. If both the objects are of same type, if both are true, then it returns true. If both are false, then also it returns false. But if one true, one false, then it returns false. Boolean b is equal to Boolean dot equals b obj 1, b obj 2. Okay. Boolean value. Okay, there is another function also, Boolean value. It is used to find the primitive value of a Boolean object in form of Boolean. Okay, it is used to find the primitive value of a Boolean object in form of a Boolean, but it is a static method. Write down, it is used to find the primitive value of a Boolean object in form of Boolean. Example, see, Boolean variable is equal to Boolean dot Boolean value. Boolean dot Boolean value, because it is a static method, so it must be written with reference to the class Boolean. Okay, Boolean value, Boolean. Here you have to pass a Boolean object. That's why Boolean is object, so B is in uppercase. Boolean b is equal to Boolean dot Boolean value Boolean object. If you are passing a Boolean object into the function Boolean value, then it returns the Boolean value in form of primitive value Boolean. Okay, that means the Boolean value will convert it into Boolean object will convert it into Boolean primitive value Boolean. Okay, so this is the all functions of wrapper class. So we have discussed all the classes and subclasses. That is, we have discussed the object class, we have discussed the number class, we have discussed character wrapper class and Boolean wrapper class and their methods. Okay, thank you very much till today up to this. I will come soon with a new chapter. Please subscribe my channel Cyber Class to get all the updates. Waiting for your valuable comments. Thank you.